And we welcome you into Stillman College here in Tuscaloosa, getting set for the Bears and the Tigers here. As the Bears looking to pick up their second win of the season. Brett Elmore alongside Brian Hale, Sebastian Black here as well for WJLX Sports. We're just about set to tip this one off here in Tuscaloosa. And Brian, I'm hoping the Bears can get things on track offensively, especially out of someone like Gervais Peters, as the tip controlled by the JV of Stillman College.
Yeah, Gervais had 13 points and 3 steals in this last game against Stillman JV.
Here's a shot on the way. 3 ball will not fall. Rimmed around, and Stillman comes up with it. Another look at a 3 ball. It is good that time by Stillman. College comes up with it. Another look at a 3 ball. It is good that time. Bears with it, right side perimeter. Here's a drive, and whistles, and we have a foul. And who's this going to be on? It's going to send number 5, Gervais Peters, to the charity stripe.
Yeah, Gervais coming into the game 13.7 points per game. That's 20th among the ACCC, and he is 4th in steals at 2.7 per game.
First shot on the way. It's up and no good. 3-0 your score. Stillman on top here early from Tuscaloosa.
Starters for your Bears: Maurice Johnson, C.J. Beckham, Gervais Peters, R.J. Stevens, and Carterius Evans.
Second shot is no good, will not fall. And now Stillman away with a rebound. Stillman, here's the drive. Number 12 with it, that is Galloway. Galloway drives in the paint. Lay-in, good. As he gets it to fall, he drove in easily that time. With it, that is Galloway. Galloway drives in the paint. Lay-in, good. As he gets into the ball game. Here's a cross-court pass. And the drive now in the paint. Stops, looks for help, looks. Top of the circle, finds Johnson. Johnson away with it. Underneath he goes. Nice move to the bucket. And the shot is good for number 24. Underneath he goes. Nice move to the bucket. And the shot is good. 5-2. Here's a shot. 3 ball on the way. Back iron no good. Johnson away with a rebound in the Bears. Running with it. Here's a drive. Here's a look. Oh, underneath no good. Would not fall that time for Gervais Peters. And away with it come the Tigers. Tigers with the basketball. Right side perimeter. Barry has it. Here's a drive. Whistles and a foul. So the only points of the night, 5-2 your score. The Bears came off of Carterius Evans.
We've seen Gervais Peters go to the hole a couple of times. He's really been struggling the past 2 weeks to find points, Brett.
Inbounds pass baseline. Here we go. They work it in. 3 with the basketball. That is Taylor. Taylor drives. A kick-out pass. 3. Good. My goodness. Number 5 that time, Travarius Berry with a tray. And it's 8-2 now. Tigers on top. Alley-oop underneath. Nope. Gonna put it up and in though. Nice job. I think he was actually looking for the oop. But underneath. Nope. Gonna put it up and in though. Nice job. I think he's actually looking for the 4 now.
That was C.J. Beckham on that 2-pointer.
His first points of the night. Stillman with a basketball. Taylor has it. Running the point. It's Bevill State and Stillman JV this evening on WJLX 101.5 and our live stream. Here's a drive on the wing as the buzzer sounds. My goodness. Got the shot to fall. Here's a drive on the wing as the buzzer sounds. My goodness. Bears have it. Number 3 back the other way. That is C.J. Beckham. Beckham with a basketball in the corner now. They go left side on the wing. Here's a drive. The lay-in good. Drive of the lay-in, good.
Gervais Peters on that two-pointer.
Now they go left side on the wing. Here's a drive of the lay-in, good. Drive of the lay-in, 38 time to go. Here's a drive of the paint, no good. And the rebound out to the Bears. Bears with a basketball. Here's a cross-court pass. Open look three. Got it. Here's a cross-court pass. Open look three. Got it. It's now a one-point advantage for Stillman's JV. Here's a drive in the paint. The big man has it. Turnaround jumper, good. Kyle Weaver makes it 12-9 now. Stillman on top. Cross court, C.J. Beckham near side to Johnson. Johnson rolling with it here. He'll leave it out top to C.J. Beckham. Back around with 10 to shoot. Peters drives, loses the handle, tries to tap it back in bounds, but right into the hands of the Tigers. Leading by 3 here from Tuscaloosa. Taylor, cross court he goes. Barry, another open look three will not fall, and the rebound into the hands of Stillman. An offensive board and a chance at another look at it here. Bates with the basketball, top of the key. Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX. Another three, and it's in again. Good. Ball presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX. Another three, and it's in again. Okay. Here's the drive and a shot up. Good. Count it, and the foul.
That's 7 points already for Gervais. And
okay. Here's the drive and a shot up. Good. Count it, and the foul.
That's
with 7 points. And he'll go the line to try it the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Let's see what happens here. Shot is up and good for Gervais. His 8th point. So it looks like maybe Gervais has found a stroke there, Brian.
It looks like he's working himself out of that funk. This is already more points combined.
Shot is nice. By the Bears, C.J. Beckham in transition. Back the other way.
Oh, no.
It's going to be restolen by the Tigers. Tigers away with it now. Taylor. Top of the circle, looking underneath for the big man, Weaver. Here's a shot, whistles before, an offensive foul. An offensive foul is called. Away from the basketball, that's going to be on Weaver. And now the Bears will have it baseline. They're starting to press the Bears. I know that worked the other night here in Tuscaloosa. Bears break it, maybe. The ball is loose. And the Bears come back up away with it. Here is Beckham with it. Beckham, top of the circle, Johnson for three. No. Ball is saved into the hands of Stillman. Tigers with the basketball.
Good attempt there by Carterius to save it, but nobody was behind to be able to catch up to the ball.
Barnsley with the save. A couple of Bears checking in here next at ball. Here is the feed. A bounce pass. Top of the key. Another open look three. Good for Stillman. Feed. A bounce pass. Top of the key. Another open look three. Good here. 18-12 to go. Whistles down. Another foul.
Looks like the Oakman Wildcat Skylar Heiss is getting ready to check in along with Cornelius Grant. And they're going to relieve Maurice Johnson. And it looked like R.J. Stevens will be checking out.
Got a couple of, we got the Towns kids from Dora playing on this Stillman team.
Yeah, and it looks like Caleb Towns is right now on the court. We'll keep you abreast of his points.
Here's Skylar Heiss going to feed along the baseline to his teammate. Here is the hooking shot, good for Cornelius Grant. Cornelius Grant with a nice hook that time. His teammate. Here is the hooking shot, good for Cornelius Grant. Stillman, the Tigers with a basketball. Taylor, shot on the way, no. And they get the offensive board. Here's the feed to the big man, shot no good. And the rebound coming out to the Bears. Bears with the basketball, Beckham. Beckham underneath is going to be fouled. And checking in will be Galloway for Stillman. He will spell Kyle Weaver. Also checking back in is Tavarius Barry.
Brett, that's already 5 steals at 12:50 left in the first half. 5 fouls already for Stillman. Already just 12:50 until halftime.
They work it in. A feed underneath is going to be knocked away. Knocked away from Carterius Evans. Stillman with the basketball. Leading by 4 here. The big guy going to drive and the paint kick out pass on the way. Good. That was Galloway with a shot. And now the Bears want a timeout. We'll take one as well. 12:23 time to go here in the opening half. And the Tigers lead the Bears 20-14. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. And we'll be back with more Bear basketball on WJLX. And we're back. Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank, WJLX, live streaming also. The Bears and Stillman. Bears trying to break this press. Peters will leave it off now with Evans. Evans to the hoop, lays it up, lays it in. Nice job that time beating the press. And they were able to lay this press. Peters will leave it off now with Evans. Evans to the hoop, lays it up, lays it in. Nice job that time beating the press. Here's the 3 on the way and good.
That's the Dora Bulldog, Caleb Towns.
Man, I tell you what, they can shoot the lights out from behind the arc. Here's Javay Peters with the basketball. Peters going to drive and the dunk. Drives in the lights out from behind the arc. Here's Javay Peters with the basketball. Peters going to drive. Stillman with the basketball. The JV of Stillman, by the way. They play a JUCO schedule. 12 to shoot, 10-9. Stillman with the basketball. Driving is Taylor. Kick out at 5, at 4. No, and the rebound is pulled down by Beckham. Beckham with the basketball. Here's a feed, shot no good. He pulled up in the lane, shot no good. Long outlet pass, snowbird pass, going to lay it up and in. Off the right side goes the Dora kid, Caleb Towns.
That's 5 points now for Caleb.
Caleb playing tough here. And now another steal by Stillman. Tigers in transition. The big man puts it up, puts it in, and the foul is called. And he'll be going to the line. That is George Wormsley. Tigers in transition. The big man puts it up, puts it in, and
the relief Carterius Evans.
So the free throw coming up for Wormsley's on the way. It is up and no good. Rims out on him. 10.5 minutes to go here in the opening half from T-Town. Stillman with the basketball. Beckham has it. Right side, he works it. To Gervais Peters underneath. Now back out. Beckham for 3. Beckham nails it. Great shot that time by to Gervais Peters underneath. Now back out. Beckham for 3. Beckham nails it. It's on top. Here's the drive. Here's the lay-in. Good by guess who? Towns. Here's a feed. Right side and a dribble. Peters to the glass. No good. Rebound. Stillman. Bears down by 8 here in Tuscaloosa tonight. Ball is loose, out of bounds. Last touch by whom? As Maurice Johnson will check in for the Bears.
Peters will check out.
Yep.
C.J. Beckham with that last basket, now 5 points. He was our player of the week. Brett scored 28 points total last week, had 9 rebounds and some steals.
Bears will have it. Maurice Johnson will work it up the floor. Working to the goal to our right here as you listen on radio. Ice underneath. Shot on the way. Good. Nice feed. Nice shot on. Ice underneath. Shot on the way. Good. Nice. Here's a kick out pass and another 3 on the way. And guess what? They nailed it again. My goodness.
Brett, they've got to be shooting about 80% on the game for 3-pointers.
I know. Here's the ball loose right in front of us here. A turnover and then transition blocked from behind. Bears trying to come up with it. Can't do it. Here's a 3 on the way. Off balance. No good. Towns down with a rebound for Stillman and a fresh shot clock. Taylor will have it. Top of the circle. Picked up by Beckham defensively. Goes right side to Towns for 3. No good. Hard off the back iron and the rebound coming out to the Bears. Heiss pulls it down. Johnson has it. The feed. Oh my, and the lay-in is good. Heiss pulls it down. Johnson has it. The feed. Oh my, and the lay-in.
And a block.
Here's a drive. Shot off the mark, no good. Bears and Grant come down with it. Grant slips down. Here's Johnson over to Heiss for 3. And Heiss is going to nail the 3. Down with it. Grant slips down. Here's Johnson over to Heiss for 3. And Heiss. As we look at that, we have an injured Stillman Tigers. We look at that. Down with it. Grant slips down. Here's Johnson. And Heiss. For you folks on the live stream, a timeout on the floor. 32-28 your score. We'll be back in 30 seconds. More Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. Weaver is up, and looks like he wrenched an ankle, so he's probably going to be out of service here for Stillman as Towns comes away with a basketball off the inbounds. We welcome you back to T-Town. Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. It's stolen away by Beckham. In transition, here we go again. The dunk! Oh, my goodness. Presented by Pinnacle Bank. It's stolen away by Beckham. In transition, here we go again. The dunk!
7 now for C.J.
7 points for C.J. Beckham. And the Bears are within 2 3-point, or excuse me, a long deuce on the way, no good. Whistles now. Underneath, we got a foul.
This one is away from the ball on Scholar, or is it on?
As we look again by Pinnacle Bank. It's stolen away by Beckham. In transition, here we go again. On Grant?
Yeah. I thought they had called him on Heiss, but they're calling him on Grant.
Now they're going to send in Jordan Bell for the Bears. He's going to spell Cameron Scott, who checks out. And Towns will inbound baseline, facing probably a kitty nose in Skylar Heiss. Taylor with the basketball, right side. Going to feed underneath. Here's the big man. Going to have this shot blocked by the Bears. Back the other way in transition. Bears running with it. They lose the handle. Now Heiss for three. No, will not fall. Rebound coming out to Towns and the Tigers. Tigers away with the basketball. Taylor underneath. Shot is blocked. Underneath. Hard block that time, and a foul is called. Tigers away with the basketball. Taylor. Underneath. So to the line will go the big man. 22, whom I don't have on my roster.
There's a good chance that he might be a varsity player that got moved down, Brett.
Maybe. Shot is on the way and off the mark and no good. Substitution coming in. Beckham will check out. Gervais Peters is back in. .656 time to go here in the opening half. Bears are down 32-30. Second shot is no good. Whistles, and we have another substitution coming in as Warnsley checks in for Stillman.
Yeah, Brett, there's no 22 on the main roster, so we might have had a number adjustment.
We'll get it here in just a minute in the next break. Here's the Bears with a basketball. Heiss going to feed underneath. This is going to be a shot. It's going to be into the hands now of Johnson. Baseline jumper, no good. They try to keep it alive underneath, cannot do it. And back the other way comes Stillman. Taylor with a basketball, crossing the front court. Here's Towns for three. Back iron, no good. Heiss away with a board for the Bears. Heiss, top of the circle. Goes left side. Shot on the way and no good. And the rebound out to Stillman. Bears can't find their range here. 33-30 your score. Tigers by three. Towns around the horn now. Right side perimeter to Barry. Almost threw it out of bounds. They save it here with 10 to shoot. Taylor at 8, at 7. Feeds Warnsley. Shot. And an offensive push off right in front of us here.
Now that's the sixth foul on the Tigers.
Got a sub coming in here for the Bears. Carterius Evans back in. He will spell Grant, who, like you mentioned, Brian has the hot hand for the Bears.
Yeah, 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Bears with a basketball. Peters feeds it right side to Heiss. Back to Peters. Back around now to Johnson. Johnson left side and a bounce pass underneath in the paint. Here's a shot. Lay in. Good. Count it. And the foul. Johnson left side and a bounce pass underneath in the paint. Here's a shot. Lay in. Good.
Chance to convert 3 here.
Looking for the three-point play to tie this ball game up. It's 33-32, and he misses. I guess I jinxed him. So, Stillman will have it. Tigers, it's on the floor and loose. They come back up with it. A wraparound pass to Towns near side perimeter. Cross court they go. Baseline drive. Shot up, shot good. Nice. Johnson left side and a bounce pass underneath in the paint. Here's a shot. Lay in. Good. Couple of points. They're looking for more here. 35-32. Here's a feed in the paint. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, the putback is there. Carterius Evans.
6 points and now 2 rebounds for Carterius.
So the Bears are down by a point. 4:40, time to go in Tuscaloosa. Warnsley will drive in the paint. Shot way too hot, no good. Gets his own rebound and they'll reset out. Top of the key. Taylor picked up by Johnson defensively. Thought about the shot. Now will feed a wide open look. Air ball. And it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers, and the Bears will have it with 4:22 to go.
Carterius to inbound this. Third in the state, 8.7 rebounds per game. He also shoots 76.2% field goals. That's second in the state.
They go left side to Gervais Peters. Top of the key now to Johnson. Johnson looks him over, leaves it with Heiss. Now back over to Peters. Back to Heiss, back to Johnson. Looking inside, nothing there. Now they're going to try to feed the big man. Here's a lay-in. No, will not fall, and the rebound coming to Stillman as Evans couldn't find his shot to fall. 3:50, time to go here, opening half from T-Town and Stillman College. Here's a kick-out pass. Here's a drive in the paint. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound coming out to Bell, and the Bears running with it. Here's a lay-in. Good. Count it. Count it, and the foul. Rebound coming out to Bell, and the Bears running with it. Here's a lay-in. Good. Count it.
Another one to that.
And we have a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one as well. 3:38, time to go opening half. Your score 36-35, Bears on top. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back with more Bear basketball on WJLX. Brett Elmore and Brian Hill back here in Tuscaloosa for WJLX Sports. Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. We're going to the charity stripe here off of this. Rebound coming out to Bell, and the Bears running with it. Here's the lay-in. Good. And that, like Brian mentioned, gives the Bears the lead here. 36-35. Free throw on the way, will not fall, no good. Johnson can't get it to go. So the Tigers down by one. They have the basketball as Towns looks for the three. It's an air ball off of number 5. Barry and out of bounds. So the Bears now, and Bell will inbound to Johnson. Johnson looks cross court. Gervais Peters down near side. They finally break the timeline with a pass to Bell. Bell leaves it with Johnson. Johnson picked up by Towns defensively. Now they switch off. Back around underneath. They're looking. Whistles out of bounds. Last touch by Bell and the Bears. And now I don't know who that's. They're going to say it's off of Stillman. The Bears, and it'll be Stillman basketball. The Bear fans did make the trip over. Do not like that. Here's Stillman with a basketball with 2:49 to go in a half. Drive, kick out pass, another air ball. It's no good. Into the hands of Bell. Whistles, and they're going to call him with walking with a basketball. Walking with a basketball, so back the other way. Bears turn it over. So number 5 will inbound side court to Darius Barry. Looking, gets it. Another 3 on the way as they went ice cold shooting from behind the arc, Brian.
Yeah, they were electric.
A second shot, no good. Another look at the bucket, though. It's in. Patrick Bates. They had 3 looks that time, Brian.
Yep. The 3 ball's kind of a cold on that, as you said.
Evans going to lay it up, no good. Bears back the other way.
They did credit him on that shot, so it's now 38-37.
So now the Bears by a point. Tigers, here's the drive. Oh, shot blocked. Shot is blocked by the Bears, and a foul is called.
All right.
Now the Bears by a point. Here's the drive. Oh, shot blocked. But to the line he goes. Galloway eyes the bucket, trying to tie the ball game. Shot no good. And the Bears send again mass substitutions, including Beckham.
Stevens also checked in.
Yep, and Grant. C.J. Grant is in. Second shot to tie it on the way. No, short with it. And the rebound coming out to the Bears. Johnson with it. Johnson left side to Beckham. Back to Johnson. Looking. Round the horn to Beckham. Beckham stops his dribble. Leaves it up top to Johnson. Johnson right side to Gervais Peters. 12 to shoot. 10 to shoot. They look underneath. They find the big man, Grant. Grant, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound fought for. They gave him a fresh 20. Here's Johnson on the right side on the wing. Shot no good, but the tip-in is there. Great job that time. Here's Johnson on the right side on the wing. Shot no good, but the tip-in is there.
Here's Grant.
Grant having a great night tonight as we approach a minute 10 to play. Back iron, no good. Rebound fought for. Stillman with an easy lay-in. Number 1, George Warnsley puts it up and in. And that makes it 40-39, Bears out front. Johnson, under a minute to go here in the opening half from Tuscaloosa. Gonna leave it off with Beckham. Beckham, top of the key. Johnson, directing traffic, comes near side to Beckham in the corner. Gervais Peters for 3. Got it. Good job that time from Gervais. Traffic comes near side to Beckham in the corner. Gervais Peters for 3. Got it.
Gervais, he's leading the pack.
30 seconds to go in the half and a reach-in foul. How many points you say Gervais has now?
He has 11 points.
So we look back on that big 3. Traffic comes near side to Beckham in the corner. Gervais Peters for 3. Got it. 43-39.
Caleb Towns now coming in for Stillman.
Yep. Towns will check in. Stillman will have it. There's about a 9-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. 29 seconds to go in the half. Top of the circle, they work it to Taylor. Taylor picked up by Beckham defensively, going to drive all the way to the hoop and lays it up and in. Off the left side, 12 seconds, 10, 9. Bears with the basketball. Scott with it. 7, 6. Here's a 3 on the way. No, will not fall. It fought for. Shot no good at the buzzer. Let's see. Yep, that's it. It's going to do it for the opening half of play. Your score: Bevill State, Walker College 43, the Stillman JV 41. As we are at the half in Tuscaloosa, we will step aside, come back with more Bear basketball in just a moment.
be 43-41. Bass, the Tigers came out and they were absolutely dominating from behind the arc. I would estimate that they shot, somewhere around 80% from three-point land. It's cooled off much to the help of the Bears, and now the Bears leading with 2 points.
Yeah, you're right, and this is a different Stillman JV team. I think we saw, than we saw back in a couple weeks ago when they were at home when they were at Bevill. This JV team is playing some really, really tough ball, playing smart offense and defense. Had some really good stops, but Bevill State started to finally warm up and get behind the ball here, and as you said, they lead right now 43-41, so hopefully Bevill State can play more competitive ball and give the ball to Gervais a lot more here.
Well, looking at some of the individual numbers, as Bass just mentioned, Gervais Peters, he is leading the pack now with 11 points, which is very good to see. He had pretty hard struggles getting points into the basket during the Veterans Classic. The second leading scorer is Cornelius Grant. He has 10 points. He also has 4 rebounds and 2 blocks. Carterius Evans has 8 points and a pair of rebounds. And then we have C.J. Beckham, who was our player of the week. He's had 7 points, a rebound, a steal, and a block. So he's kind of getting everything done. And then lastly, just 3 points here for Skylar Heiss, Jordan Bell, and Maurice Johnson. For Eudora fans out there, we're keeping a tab on Caleb Towns, the former Dora Bulldog, who's now at Stillman. He has 8 points in the game for the Tigers. So we're going to take a 2-minute break, and Bass and I will take a little trip around the area, and we'll be back with more second half comments. Bevill State basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. 2-minute break. Brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Bass, unfortunately, high school football season ended for us in the second round. Both Oakman and Meek fell, and Of course, we have college football. This Saturday is the Alabama Crimson Tide takes on the Arkansas Razorbacks. But outside of that, we're kind of in la-la land. We've got a game on Thursday coming up. Back at home for only the second time this season, Bevill State will take on that number 1 team from Mississippi, Northeast Mississippi. Then we've got 1 week from tonight, we go down to Phoenix City for Chattahoochee Valley, and that'll be the last away game of the year. The rest of the games don't pick up again until January.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking forward to that trip down to Phoenix City. I've never been down there, and never even been close to Auburn, to be honest. I want to say Dothan and Troy is about the closest I've been, but looking forward to that trip. And, you talked about the Walwyn area, our teams, hate that for Oatman and Meek there as their season's coming to an end. But I got to give a big shout-out to both, not only Oatman, but Meek for sure, because they haven't been in the playoffs since 2003. And, to make it the second round this year, that's really good for them and really good for the town of Arley. I know they were really, really excited about that. But, curious to see where reclassifications put them at the end of the year.
Well, they'll hear really soon. As I mentioned, of course, we've got the game against Northeast Mississippi on Thursday. On Monday, we have Chattahoochee Valley, and then we just have 2 more games, the last one being at home against the Wallace State Lions. So we're going to take a 30-second break. Brett would rejoin us for the sixth action here from Tuscaloosa. Bevill State on top, 43-41. WJLX presented by Pinnacle Bank.
Welcome back to Bear Basketball here on WJLX, presented by our friends at Pinnacle Bank. 3 locations throughout Walker County to serve you. Brett Elmore, Brian Hill courtside for WJLX. And looks like the Bears will have possession of the basketball, leading by 2 as we start the second half.
Starters back on the court: Maurice Johnson, C.J. Beckham, Gervais Peters, R.J. Stevens, and Carterius Evans. They're leaving Towns back in there for Stillman, so we'll have a chance to see the Dora Bulldogs some more.
And the Bears. And Beckham with the basketball. Gervais Peters, right side perimeter, back to Beckham now. Over to Johnson for 3, got it. Great job that time by Johnson. Right side perimeter, back to Beckham now. Over to Johnson for 3, got it.
Points now for Maurice.
Back the other way with the basketball. Goes Stillman, the JV. 3-ball on the way, it's no good. Offensive board, put back is blocked from behind and into the hands of Beckham. Nice block that time.
Yep, that's Carterius' first block of the game.
The ball is swatted away. Stillman will have it, and in transition, was called on one of the Bears.
Hey, RJ, get 22, 12, get 12. You get 22, RJ.
Looks like they're going to call this on Beckham.
Yeah. And that is going to send number 12 to the line. That is Morez Galloway Jr.
Brett Bass and I were talking during the game. I think the Tigers going ice cold in three-point shooting has really helped the Bears come back in this game.
Yeah. Shot is on the way and good.
Because they were virtually in touch. I guarantee you they were shooting 80% there from three-point land at various points during the first half.
Yeah, you're right. Second shot on the way. It is up. It's off the back iron and no good. Rebound coming out to the Bears. Bears have it now. Top of the key. Gervais Peters near side. Now Peters top of the circle. Looking for help. Gonna leave it down with Johnson top of the circle. Johnson. Loses the handle. The Bears do underneath, and Stillman comes away with the basketball. Stillman away with it. Trailing by just 4 points in this ball game. This was a blowout in Jasper. Here's the ball, stolen away by the Bears. Beckham comes away with it. Beckham all the way to the hoop, whistles, and we've got a foul, an offensive foul. So, back the other way we go.
That's just
Comes away with it. Beckham all the way to the hoop, whistles, and we've got. And the Bears continue to lead by 4 as Stillman has it. This is Towns. Going to go to your side. The ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by C.J. Beckham, the sophomore from Carver.
Cornelius Grant checking in for R.J. Stevens. But wait a minute. They're going to put R.J. back in, and Carterius Evans will substitute out.
Inbounds pass coming up. Ball is stolen away by the Bears. Now it's loose again. On the floor, whistles timeout. Timeout on the floor. Stillman with possession, so a nice heads-up play that time by Stillman. We'll step aside. 30 seconds. We're back with more Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank, WJLX. Stay tuned.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Back live in Tuscaloosa. Whistles now, and this is going to be on number 3 for the Bears, C.J. Beckham, I believe. Let's see.
No, they're going to call this, I believe, on Stillman.
Oh, wow. Okay.
CJ got a great steal there. That's 3 in the game.
So it'll be actually on Taylor. So Beckham with the basketball. Leaves it with Johnson. Johnson. Here's the 3 on the way. Beckham will not fall. Fight for the rebound underneath. The big guy Stevens kisses it off the glass. No, will not fall. Ball loose. And Beckham comes away with it and puts it up and in. Nice job under the glass. No, will not fall. Ball loose. And Beckham comes away with it and puts it up and in. 2 your score, Bears out front.
9 points now by Beckham.
17-20, time to go here in Tuscaloosa. Here's the cross-court pass going over the head of everyone and out of bounds.
Yeah, the Stillman Tigers are not quite as crisp all around as they were in the first half, Brett, especially in those first 10 minutes.
Doesn't seem like it, does it?
No.
And now, with a basketball of 3 on the way, back iron no good, would not fall for Gervais. Now he has the ball baseline, shot no good. Fight for it underneath, no good. And the rebound coming out to Stillman. Stillman with the basketball. Corner look 3, no. And the Bears down with a rebound, R.J. Stevens. Coming near side, Peters. Peters to the dribble, near side, picked up by Taylor defensively. Goes top of the key to Beckham, back to Gervais. Back to Beckham now as he'll reset, picked up by Towns defensively. Near side, Gervais Peters, top of the circle, 3 on the way. Back iron will not fall. The tip is in there though. It's good. Side, Gervais Peters, top of the circle, 3 on the way. Back iron will not fall. The tip is in the. Cornelius Grant having a great ball game here this evening. Towns with it. Near side as the Bears build their lead up to 8. It's 50-42. Towns open for 3. Towns, man, he drilled it. He drills it. Good. 42. Towns open for 3. Towns, man, he drilled it. Of course, Dora High School playing for Stillman and the JV. Corner look. Baseline drive. Shot blocked from behind, and the foul is called. So that's going to send Beckham to the line to shoot some free throws here as Skylar Heiss checks in just a moment.
Brett, I've really been impressed the past week and a half by C.J. Beckham. He's really becoming a very stable force for the Bears.
How many does he have now as he hits the first free throw?
That is number 10, so now he's in double digits. 3 Bears players, Beckham, Cornelius Grant, and Gervais Peters, all with double digits.
So some Bears in double figures here in T-Town tonight. Second shot is good. Bears 52, Tigers 45. Tigers with a basketball. Taylor, top of the key, picked up by Beckham defensively. Bears. Here's a shot, floater in the lane, will not fall. Whistles out of bounds, last touch by Bates and the Tigers.
Well, you just feel this momentum is squarely behind the Bears right now. They are getting everything done.
It really is.
I think mainly it's really happening on the rebounding edge. They've really picked it up.
Bears with the basketball as they break the timeline. Stevens has it to Heiss underneath. Here's a feed on the way. Shot no good. Fight for the rebound underneath. Whistles. It's going to be tied up. And let's see.
They're going to tab R.J. Stevens with the foul.
Sure are.
R.J. no points in the game, but he does have 5 rebounds, so he's been helping underneath, grabbing those empty balls.
Yeah. Here's number 5 with the basketball. He's going to have it stolen away. Bears come away with it. Here's Johnson into the front court. Johnson, the feed. Oh,
my goodness. What a beauty.
Goodness, he dunks. Here's Johnson into the front court. Johnson, the feed. Oh,
my goodness.
Lead by 9.
It may have been RJ's first points, but he made it loud.
R.J. Stevens, his first points of the ball game. Whistles, and we've got a foul underneath. As you folks on the stream, here's Johnson into the front.
My goodness. Brett, you might have to tab that one.
Yep, absolutely. If I could only figure out.
We'll get it worked. We'll get it worked.
Oh, me. That is funny. First shot on the way. It is up. It is no good. And another one coming up. Shot. Good. 54-46. Bears lead it here in T-Town. Here is the feed. Skylar Heiss is wide open for 3. Got it. Skylar down. Here is a feed. Skylar Heiss is wide open for three. Got it. 6. Towns pulls up. A long deuce. Got it.
12 now for Towns as the former Boro Bulldog is heating up.
Johnson with a basketball. Goes right side to Heiss. Back to Johnson. He'll drive in the lane. Rims out on him. No good. Will not fall. 13:35 to go in the ball game. Bears by 9. 57-48 here in Tuscaloosa. Here's Wormsley, a kick out past Towns. Towns drives the paint, leaves at the last moment, lay in good by Bates. Near side, Beckham, back over now to Johnson. Right side, Heiss. There's a crowd coming alive here in Tuscaloosa. Here's a drive, nice feed. Wow. Nice lay-in. Whistles. There's a crowd coming alive here in Tuscaloosa. Here's a drive, nice feed. Wow. Nice, and come back with more. This is Bevill State basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hello, my name is Ike Baker. I'm a surgeon here in Jasper. I've been using Pinnacle Bank since I came here after residency, and I've really enjoyed the local decision making here and have enjoyed our relationship.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
Hi, I'm Drew Gilbert, managing partner at Tallulah Brewing Company, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Dr. Amanda Daugherty, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too. Go Vikes.
Here's the inbound, stolen, put up and in. The Bears with a steal that time. Here's the inbound, stolen, put up and in. The Bears with a 50-year score. Once again, the Bears. Here's the drive by Stillman, shot off the mark, no good off the right side from Galloway. Feed underneath, Snowbird pass, whistles and a foul. Underneath C.J. Grant will go to the line now to shoot. 2, we got a foul on Barry, I believe.
Brett, that last sequence, C.J. Beckham with the steal and the boards, and the points. He now has 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 steals.
So he's having a great evening as the Bears lead by 11. Look to add to it. They do. Shot is good from Grant. How many does that put them at?
That puts Cornelius at 13. He also has 6 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks. So another great turnout by Bear. Believe that Kevin Towns, the other Dora Bulldogs, checked in. He's down there on the court with his brother.
Yeah. He's there at the high post. Shot is no good. Whistles out of bounds. It'll be last touch by Heiss and the Bears. Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank on WJLX 101.5 FM. Here the Bears in action each and every college game night. Come out and see the Bears. They'll be in action at home Thursday night against Northeast Mississippi.
Yeah, that'll be a good test to see how much these Bears have improved.
This is a nationally ranked junior college coming into town, so if you want to see a very good program, check these guys out of Northeast. Here's a baseline jumper. It's off the mark, no good. Whistles out of bounds. Bates, the last man to touch it as he steps on the baseline.
Brett, it's the biggest lead, 12 points for the Bears. It was the largest lead for the Tigers. They had a 12-point lead in the first half. The roles have reversed.
Yeah, they have. Here's the Bears with a basketball. Beckham has it over now to Johnson. Cross court to the near side is Beckham. Beckham high post. Feed to Heiss, has it knocked away and stolen by Towns. Taylor has it now as we approach 11 and a half minutes to go here in Tuscaloosa. Historic old Stillman College here. 3 with the basketball. That is Taylor. Drives the hoop. Has it swatted at that time by Beckham, but it goes in anyway. 10-point advantage for the Bears. Beckham near side perimeter. Beckham to the dribble. Goes right side. Here's Heiss. High post. They work it to Grant, who loses the handle. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by?
It looks like it was last touched by Stillman.
Yep.
I believe that was Caleb Towns that tried to go after it. We have both Towns on the floor right now, so we'll have to be calling them by their first names.
Yeah. Bell and Evans checks back in for the Bears. Scott is in. Gervais Peters is back in. Bell is the other Bear out there, along with Beckham. Here's a feed underneath. Shot off the inbounds. No good. Fought for. Kick out pass. Bears have it. Top of the key. Now will come near side. Gervais Peters. Peters into double figures tonight. Excuse me. Peters. Right side perimeter. 4 to shoot at 3. At 2. The 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound and the putback is there by the Bears. The dunk. That may be at 2. The 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound and the putback is there by the Bears. Here is a steal in the lay-in. Good by C.J. Beckham.
Brett, that's 17 points and now 5 steals for C.J.
17 points tonight and a timeout. Timeout on the floor. At 2. The 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound and the putback is there by the Bears. Take the lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds for more Bear basketball on WJLX.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Welcome back, Bear basketball on WJLX 101.5 FM. 3 ball on the way, up, no good. Rebound, Bears. Bell has it underneath. They call the jump ball, possession arrow going to Stillman.
Brett, I'm really thinking that we're seeing a great story in the making in C.J. Beckham. He is just absolutely, for the past week and a half, he has been there when they need him.
Yep. Beckham's had a great ball game tonight. 6'3" sophomore guard from Birmingham's Carver High School. Towns with the basketball. This is
Caleb.
Yep, Caleb. Gonna leave it top of the key to Taylor. Bears lead 66-52. 9:25 to go. Kick out pass, 3 on the way. It is short. And the rebound coming out to Bell and company. Bears with the basketball. They'll pull back. Wait for reinforcements as Beckham will run the point now.
Brett, the 3 ball has completely abandoned Stillman.
Yeah.
They cannot hit a 3 at all now.
They were thinking of threes. Here's one, no good by Peters. The rebound fought for and finally into the hands of Bates. Bates with the basketball. He'll leave it off with Taylor. Top of the circle. Right side now to Towns. Caleb Towns with the basketball. And a drive. The ball is loose. The ball is out of bounds. Last touch by Bevill State Walker College. So, we have a momentary stoppage in play, which will give me time to remind you we'll be back at home at the Clem Thursday night against Northeast Mississippi. Here's the inbounds, and Tavarius Berry with the basketball. Going to leave it off with Taylor. Back to Berry now. 1 on the shot clock. They're not going to be able to get it off in time. Good defense.
Yeah, and you just got to think, Brett, everything's going right for Bevill right now. They are just playing great basketball in this second half.
Bears will inbound baseline with 8:31 to go in the ball game, leading 66-52. And now we will finally play basketball. 7:08 on a Monday night. Oh, the alley-oop! The alley-oop! Wow! 7:08 on a Monday night. Oh, the alley-oop! That one was beautiful. That one was pretty.
My goodness, here's his defense.
Stillman with the ball loose. Who's going to come up with it? We have a jump ball. I do believe it'll be Bear basketball. As you folks on the screen, we look at 7:08 on a Monday night. Oh, the alley-oop! And even the folks from Stillman here really liked that.
Brett, this is some fierce second half defense by the Bears.
Yep. Bears with the basketball. Beckham has it now. Beckham going to leave it off now. Whistles and a traveling violation. This was Gervais Peters with the traveling violation. So we get back to action. Stillman off the inbounds. They have it to Taylor. Taylor to the dribble, works off a screen, drives, kick out pass. Bates back up top. Galloway. 7.5 to go here in Tuscaloosa. Oh, nice shot that time from about the charity stripe. It's good, 68-54 now. Bears out front trying to break the timeline with a pass. They will do so to Carterius Evans. Evans going to drive, put it up and in. Nice job that time by Evans. A pass, they will do so to Carterius Evans. Evans going to drive, put it up and in. Good night. Here's Towns with the basketball for Stillman. The Tigers trying to claw back in this thing, and that's the way you do it right there. A 3-ball. Towns with the basketball for Stillman. The Tigers trying to claw back in this thing, and that's the way you do it right. Bears high to Gervais Peters. Underneath, they feed again. Whistles. Count it, and the foul. Nice save that. High to Gervais Peters. Underneath, they feed again. Whistles. Count it, and the shot's coming up.
6 points now for Jordan.
You hear Coach Cheatham over here said, hey, we got a rebound. 72-57, your score. As the free throw coming up is high to Gervais Peters underneath. Count it, and job by Bell, and he drains the free throw. 3-ball again, no good. Rebound, here come the Bears. Running with a basketball. Tried to dunk again and missed it. Missed the dunk this time. Back the other way. 6:15 to go. Ball swatted out of bounds. In comes Trinity Epps for the Bears as they're up 73-57.
Jasper Vikings.
Yep.
Trinity Epps.
Trinity 6'3", a freshman from Jasper High School into the ball game. C.J. Beckham with it, leaves it with Epps, right side perimeter. Epps skips a bounce pass on the wing, right side. This is Evans, makes his move and puts it in. Nice job.
14 points.
On the wing, right side. This is Evans, makes his move and puts it in. Nice. Time to go here in the ball game, and the Bears extend their lead, 75-57. They're in a 2-3 zone here. Here's stepping out of bounds. Stepped on the side stripe there, did Morez Galloway. And back the other way, Bears will have it. Appreciate our sponsors, Bear Basketball and WJLX, live streaming as well on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Here's the feed out of Dave.
Oh my goodness.
Another dunk as they're having a big night tonight. Twitter and YouTube. Here's the feed out of Dave.
Oh my goodness.
Another dunk as they're 18 points for Evans. 5:15 time to go in the ball game, and the Bears are up. Largest lead of the night at 20. They're going to feed underneath. Lay-in good. Bates able to lay it up and in. Bears will have it under 5 minutes to go in Tuscaloosa. Evans again makes a move to the bucket, and he's going to be fouled. So he got that last dunk, man, and it was Twitter and YouTube. Here's the feed underneath.
The Bears are outscoring the Tigers 34-18 in this half.
Wow. So the inbound's coming up as C.J. Beckham will trigger it in. Oh, he gets it in, and a one-handed dunk. Oh, my goodness. Nice job that time.
Oh, he gets it in, and a one-handed dunk.
Oh, my goodness. Here's a three on the way, no good. Stillman with the offensive board. And they'll have it with a fresh shot clock, but now it's down to 10, at 9, at 8, at 7. Bounce pass. Here's a three from the corner near side. No. Will not go, and the Bears come away with it. Epps has it. Epps going to feed his teammate. Oh! He dunks again. My goodness. The Bears come away with it. Epps has it. Epps going to feed his teammate. Oh! He dunks again. Dunk that was, as the Bears putting on an exhibition now. Here's a feed underneath. Shot no good, maybe partially blocked. Out of bounds. It'll be Bear basketball as we look again.
The Bears come away with it. Epps has it. Epps going to feed his teammate. Oh! He dunks again.
Block shot. He's up to his normal 2. He's second in the state with 2 blocks a game.
81-59. Bears out front looking for their second win of the season. Epps has the basketball. Feeds it off to Evans. Evans going to lay it up. Finger roll. Good. Nice job off the roll. 18 up to Evans. Evans going to lay it up. Finger roll. Good. Nice job off the 59. In the corner. It was Towns. Towns now will leave it off with his teammate Taylor. Out of bounds. Last touched by C.J. Beckham. And in comes Malachi Hampton.
Skylar Heiss also coming in.
In comes Gervais Peters. Cam will check out. Cameron Scott, that is. Bears playing just about everybody, right?
Yeah.
It's a good thing. They'll work it in. Near side 3 on the way. Swish. Man, oh live. The big man that time. Near side 3 on the way. Swish. Man, oh live. 62 Bears trying to get through this press. Finally will do so. Here's a feed underneath to Hampton. Whistles. And it's going back the other way. I believe he may have been caught double dribbling.
Well, they call him on a travel.
Travel, okay.
Unfortunately, it's a turnover. We would like to have seen Malachi score his first points of the game.
Stillman with the basketball. 3 has it. This is Taylor. We're going to be out of here in a few minutes. This has been a quick ball game.
Not a whole lot of timeouts, Brett.
No, there hasn't been. Towns has it. Back around the horn. Galloway. Back over now to Taylor. Cross court. Towns for three. Got it. Caleb Towns.
15 points now for Caleb.
That's right. And whistles, and we have another timeout on the floor. And we'll take one as well. We'll be back with more Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank in 1 minute. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Back to action, Bear basketball presented by Pinnacle Bank. Here's the three on the way. It is no good. And the rebound. And Skylar Heiss could not find the range on that one. Rebound coming out to Stillman. 2 minutes to go in Tuscaloosa. 83-65. It's been a Bears kind of night here in the second half at least. Here's Towns.
That's Kevin Towns, his first points of the night.
Man, has a nice touch. I remember him playing basketball at Durham. Here's a feed.
Oh, my goodness. That was a crusher.
Yes, it was. Durham. Here's a feed.
Oh, my goodness. That was a crusher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Bears. We have them double digits, Brett.
A minute 24 as the ball goes out of bounds as we Durham.
Here's a feed. Oh, my goodness. That was
And the Bears will inbound side court. Of course, WJLX also your home for Alabama basketball. I'm not sure when our first radio game will be. I have to look at the schedule, but it'll be coming up soon. We got a foul on the floor, and the Tigers of Stillman will inbound. Minute 19 to go, though. It's all academic from here, Brian. 85-67 Bears out front. Here's the inbounds. They get it into Taylor. Back around they go. Here's a feed along the baseline. Shot on the way. It is good. They're going to wave it off as that was interfered with anyway.
We're going to have to do some brainstorming on a player of the game. There's been a whole lot of candidates tonight.
Golly, you're not kidding. Who's our leading scorer? What is the scoring situation now?
It is 18 for Carterias and 17 for C.J. Beckham.
I tell you what, C.J. Beckham's had a great game. Here's the first shot on the way and good for Michael Taylor.
We'll have all the stats for you so we can take a look at the complete game.
Here in about a minute 9, because that's how much time's left on the clock here in Tuscaloosa. Second shot is no good, and the rebound coming out to Malachi Hampton and the Bears. Epps with it now as he breaks the timeline with a dribble. Epps comes near side, going to leave it now with Gervais Peters. Under a minute to go. Skylar Heiss. Heiss to the dribble. Heiss between the legs, and now I'll hand it off to Gervais Peters, who loses the handle. Back the other way. Galloway going to leave it off now with his teammate, top of the key. Whistles now as Warnsley drives with 39 seconds to go in the ball game. We've got a 1-and-1 coming up, I do believe. And to the line will go George Warnsley. Stillman's JV, coached by Gerald Watkins. Shot on the way and good, 85-69. Stillman's got a really good basketball program here.
They certainly do.
And they have been very gracious to us as soon as we actually hit the gate. They were very nice to us. Shot on the way. It's off the back iron and good. Rims in for him. Once again, he's not on my roster, number 22, but we'll credit him with it. 24 seconds left. Epps in the corner highs. Here's the alley-oop. Oops. Underneath. They're going to bounce it around and outside. Skylar's wide open for three.
Oh, drained it.
And he drains it. Nice job that time from. They're going to bounce it around and outside. Skylar's wide open for three.
Oh, drained it.
And he drains it. It's at 7 and 6. And here's a shot on the way. It's going to be an air ball into the hands of Epps, and that's going to do it. 88-71. The Bears a winner tonight here in Tuscaloosa. We'll take a break here. We'll come back with the numbers after this 30-second break. And back to Tuscaloosa in just a moment. You're tuned to Bear Basketball, presented by Pinnacle Bank of WJLX.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Welcome back. They've already blanked out the scoreboard. 88-71 the final. And Brian, final numbers.
Well, taking a look, our leader for the night, Carterius Evans, he had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Followed right behind him, a great night by C.J. Beckham, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 5 steals, and a block. Then we had Cornelius Grant with 13 points, 6 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks. Followed next by, looks like Gervais Peters had 11 points. Jordan Bell had 11 points and 5 rebounds. Let's give a shout out to Skylar Heist at Oakman Wildcats, who hit 3 of 5 from three-point land to have 9 points. He also had a couple of rebounds. And then Maurice Johnson, the ender here, with 5 points and a rebound. Oh, forgot Jordan Bell. He's our last Bear with double-digit points. He had 11 points and 5 rebounds. Let's mention our 2 Dora players also. Yeah. Caleb Towns, he had a great night. 15 points for Caleb. His brother Kevin had 2 points.
All right, very good. So our player of the game tonight?
That's kind of tough in between Carterius and CJ.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of tough to give it to either one of them. Both had just had outstanding nights.
So, co-players of the game tonight.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
Evans and, who did we say?
C.J. Beckham.
C.J. Beckham, the sophomore from Carver. Very good. Well, up next for the Bears, a home game. Finally back at the Mississippi, a Thursday night game, and I believe that's set for a 6 o'clock tip.
Yep, and a big barometer to see how much improvement has made since the first time that these two played. It's amazing. You think that Bevill in a season twice has played, will have played the number 1 team in Mississippi and played the number 1 team in Georgia.
That's right. Well, all right, that's going to do it here from Tuscaloosa, where the Bears win it and go 2-3 on the season. Once again, your final score: Bevill State Walker College 88, Stillman the JV 71. Until next time, for Sebastian Black, for Brian Hill, for Woody Wilson, our producer and engineer, I'm Brett Elmore saying good night from Tuscaloosa.